Welcome into game one of our doubleheader action here in the noon slot on this Saturday afternoon at Lakewood Ranch. And our first game of the day, the Pioneers and the Impact, a critical battle as we near the end of week 4 and get ready for the postseason. Hello everybody, I'm Gray Robertson along with the rest of the Stream Live Tampa crew. Glad that you're with us here for this very fascinating game. Both of these teams just played a bit ago. The Impact fell to the River Mocs, and the Pioneers dropped a tough 5-3 decision to the Slice. So now we look at the standings. Impact sitting at 6-11 overall, 5th in the league. The Pioneers right behind at 6-12, 6th. So if the Impact wins, they'll move up a game over the Pioneers, trying to avoid that 6th spot in the rankings. And if the Pioneers can get the victory, they will move up to 5th, with potentially more movement coming later on in the day. Let's get to the starting lineups for these two teams. Pioneers, your designated home team, so the Impact will bat first. Leading off is Casey Fava. In the 2 spot, Madeline Bejarano. Batting third, Maya Am. Jensen Howell will clean up, and Megan Ackerman will bat in the 5 spot. Morgan Overitis bats 6th. Emma Hawthorne bats 7th. Taylor Filla in the 8th spot. Mackenzie Ryan batting 9th. And Hannah Perez will try and turn it around, batting 10th. They will face in the circle Ada Bradenton, the righty freshman from Campbell. Kayla Howell on the summer held a 3.44 ERA. She's gone 36 2/3, 48 hits, 20 runs, 18 earned, 7 walks, 33 strikeouts. She's 2-2 on the summer so far. Did not appear earlier today, and again, the stats I've got are from entering this Saturday. I'll make sure to make note of what players did in the precursor games when we talk about them. Impact will start off with Fava. First pitch from Howell. Went around. So if you're watching, you're probably saying, that's strange. There's an umpire standing right behind the circle. That's because we've only got one umpire today for both games. So just one on each field. It's been interesting. Some decisions had to be made. On the other field, they actually had the catchers calling balls and strikes, but no one wanted that for the game that's going on over there right now, River Mocs and Fast Pitch U, for which we'll provide updates all day. Impact 3-0 this summer against the Pioneers. Opening up with Fava out of Sanford, Florida, junior from UCF, Stetson transfer. Lays down a bunt. Long run for Piero. That one is way away. Fava takes second, ball gets away from ball out and right. Fava will head all the way to third. My goodness, the E5 and then E9 helps the Impact get the leadoff runner 60 feet away. Unfortunately, now is when we set the defense for the Pioneers. Outfield of Presutti, Woods, and Ball from left to right. Piero at third, Poston at short. Prom over at second. Jordan Petty at first, and behind the dish, Olivia Doyle catching for Howell. Madeline Bejarano. Low for ball 1. Bejarano out of Cottonwood, Alabama. Hitting .320 this summer, entering this Saturday. 5 RBI, can get one here. Over to Prom. One play, that's the first, and the Impact is on the board, and the RBI ground out. Nothing Prom could really do about that. It was a slow roller. Fava took off immediately, and now base is clear, one out here on the top of the first. 1-0 Impact. Low for ball one to Maya Am, sophomore out of Florida Atlantic, out of Orlando. Entered the day hitting .222, 10 of 45 with 5 RBI, couple home runs. Apparently it's her birthday, according to the dugout. Out to center. Woods has a beat on it. 2 down. Second time that Howell has seen the impact. First time she went 6 innings, gave up 8 hits, 2 runs. Both were earned, didn't walk anybody, and struck out 6. That was in that third meeting between these two, a 2-1 victory for the Impact. Had some tight games between these squads as Shinson Howell swings and misses at the first pitch. Howell out of Pollock, Louisiana. Junior last year for Northwestern State. End of the day hitting .311 with 14 RBI and 3 home runs. Earlier today was 0 for 3. Also got the start in the circle in the 4-1 loss to the River Mocs. Not pitching today. So a strange situation here at Lakewood Ranch, but everyone is adjusted. Home plate umpire standing behind the circle, calling balls and strikes from there, and also giving him a good view of the base paths. That one just missed from Howell. Also interesting because he gives the pitchers a chance to ask the umpires about location and where it missed as opposed to the catchers. Swing and a miss. And that'll do it here in the top of the first. But the error, and then another error, and then an RBI ground out allows Casey Fava to score. It's a 1-0 Impact. Headed to the bottom of the first, Pioneers will bring their bats up and try and answer. And so we welcome you to this Saturday coverage. I'm Gray Robertson, along with the Stream Live Tampa team. We'd love to hear from you as the day progresses. You can do that on Twitter, Facebook, all of that. Comment, let us know where you're watching, where you're listening, and as we finish up the lineups, because the Pioneers finished their game about 15 minutes before we got this one started, and it took a minute to get the lineups. We'll let you watch Madeline Lindsley warm up in the circle. She'll be starting for the Impact. Oh, we head to the bottom of the first. I think you heard Erica Beach. If you didn't, she's taking some kind of snackage over to the third base coaching box. Don't blame her there. Her team coming to the plate. Here's the order for the Pioneers. 6 and 12 on the summer. Paris Woods will lead off. Megan Piero bats second. Grace Prom in the 3 spot, cleaning up Taylor Gilmore. Mackenzie Ball bats 5th. Kayla Poston bats 6th. Jordan Petty in the 7 spot. Olivia Doyle batting 8th, Skylar Ball batting 9th, and Cameo Prasuti batting 10th. And they will face in the circle Madeline Lindsley, incoming freshman going to play at St. Leo. Lindsley on the summer, a 4.62 ERA. She's gone 18 2/3, 16 hits, 12 runs, all of them earned, 11 walks, 12 strikeouts for the Bradenton, Florida native. Change way out in front from Woods, 0-2. Lindsley, rise, curve, change up as we just saw, keeps hitters off balance, mixes speeds well, showing really good stuff. this summer for the Impact, and an illegal pitch is called. The umpires may move, but the strange calls never change. 1-2 to Woods. Outside, 2-2. Paris Woods. Enter Bidet, 9 of 23, hitting .391. That one is well hit out to left, drifting over and making the catch. In foul territory is Fava. Defense for the Impact. Fava and Lepe, Hirano in center, Ryan and right. Hawthorne at third, Am at short, Overatis at second, Howell at first, and Perez catching behind the dish. Here's Megan Piero. Big night for her last night in that victory. Piero takes it high. Piero out of South Florida. This is an offensive outburst against the Lynx. It helped the Pioneers get the 5-1 victory, capped off by a 2 RBI double from Piero, who enters this Saturday hitting .308 with 9 RBI. Earlier game was 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Here's the 2-2 from Lindsley. Full count. Payoff to Piero's. Pioneers try to answer. One hopper to Overatis to first in time. 2 down.
No, I didn't say it.
Here's Grace Prom, freshman last year for Santa Fe. 188 average entering today. And there for strike one. Again, third meeting between these two. We do have the series numbers. Prom 2 for 7 in previous meetings with a couple walks, a couple strikeouts. Earlier today was 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout, did score a run. 5-3 loss against the Slice for the Pioneers. They scored 3 in the first inning, but couldn't put anything else up. Over to short, Am's got it in time. And very quickly, the first is done. 1-0 Impact over the Pioneers through 1. Impact leads the season series 3-0. Pioneers will try and pass them up in the standings, but they'll need the bats to get hot, and they'll need Kayla Howell to keep pitching like she has all summer. Through 1, 1-0 Impact. To the top of the second we go. 5, 6, 7 due up for the impact. Ackerman over at Hawthorne against Kayla Howell. Starting off with Megan Ackerman. High for ball one. Ackerman, a freshman from Chattanooga State out of Gray, Tennessee. Entered the day 5 of 30, 167 average with a couple RBI at the plate.
There you go.
In the series, she's 0 for 2 against the Pioneers.
Here you go, babe. Hey, be babe. Be selective.
Earlier today, also 0 for 2 in the loss to the Mocs. But ahead 3-0. Here against Howell. If you're just joining us, one umpire on both fields today should make for some fun, but probably means I'll be a little less critical of our friends. Well, maybe not. Called strike to Ackerman. Overcast day, actually quite comfortable here on this Saturday at Lakewood Ranch. Running over is Prom. One down. Now Morgan Overitis, Lynx acquisition. Sophomore, transferring from Michigan to Virginia Tech, still sporting the Wolverines logo on her batting helmet. On the summer overall, entered the day hitting 158 with 7 RBI and also 158 for the impact, 3 of 19. Takes first pitch strike. But has made her presence felt in this series. 4 of 6 with an RBI, a home run, 3 runs scored. Was 0 for 2 earlier today. A 2-hit performance by the impact offense. I'll look for a little more in this game, obviously. One nothing impact here in the top of the second. Game one of our doubleheader coverage. After this, it is slice and squeeze. Should be noted, we are in Florida. It's the afternoon. There are a couple of storm clouds gathering off in the distance. Could have some weather in the area. We'll keep an eye on it. Overitis pokes it out to right for the first base hit of the day for the impact, and a base runner's aboard here with 1 out in the top of the second. Just threw the bat out there. Put it in play. Nicely done. First pitch to Emma Hawthorne is way up in the air, and Pierro's got it a couple steps into foul territory. Route number 2. But now the 8-hitter Taylor Filla will step in. With Overitis over at first, 2 down, impact up 1-0. Villa sticks the bat out, drifting foul. Over on the other field, top of the second, River Mocs up on fast pitch U, 2-0. 2 runs in the Top of the first for Mayaca City on a Jenny Jansen single and an Alyssa Mullis single. It's going to be tough to pick player of the week this week. Alyssa Mullis also making a pretty good case for herself. Foul back, 0-2. Ashton Hines, head coach for the Impact, over in the third base coaching box. Former player over at Bethune-Cookman. Trying to help her team get off the schneid. They at one point sat at 6-6 in the league, but have dropped 5 in a row. Bigger pardon, 4 in a row. Or 6-7 in the league, 1 game from getting to 500. Either way, it's a losing streak, and they'll try and end it here against the Pioneers. Coincidentally, last team they beat back in week 3. Now back again. Philly continues to fight. Taylor Phil out of Fort Myers, Florida, sophomore from South Florida. Entered Saturday hitting .368 with a couple RBI and 4 doubles. Straight up the chute. Piero is there. She makes a basket catch to retire the side. After a 1-out single, Kayla Howell fights through it. Now the Pioneers will turn to the offense. 1-0 Impact, head to the bottom of the second here at Lakewood Ranch. Well, the wind is strong. The clouds are moving over our heads. Should make for a fun rest of the game as we head to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Impact. Pioneers coming to the plate with 4-5-6 up. Gilmore, Ball, and Poston facing Madeline Lindsley in the circle. Second time the Pioneers have seen Lindsley this summer. Previous time it was just 2 innings. Didn't give up anything except a walk and struck out 3. Starting off with Taylor Gilmore. Entered today hitting .243 but had a double in the game against the Slice earlier. Outside for ball 1. She was 2 for 3 with an RBI in that 5-3 loss. That one is well hit but foul. So now 5 RBI for Taylor Gilmore this summer. In there for a strike, 1-2. Gilmore digs it out, foul. Again, if you're just joining us, 1 umpire today. That'll be a story to watch. There he is roaming behind the circle, calling balls and strikes, and making all the other official decisions here on the field. Gilmore fouls it off.
Trust it. Trust yourself, Matt. Trust yourself. Yeah. I got you. Come on, babe. Come on.
Over on the other field, Mock's opening it up early. Give you an update on that in a second. After his 2-2 to Gilmore. Waits on the change. Fouled off.
Hey, work this.
Top of the second right now. It is 6-0 Mocs over Fast Pitch U. That offense waking up. Full count now to Gilmore. See if anyone has a home run yet. Nope, just a bunch of singles and doubles. Jenny Jansen, 2 for 2 day with 3 RBI. Here in the bottom of the second, payoff to Taylor. Gilmore waits on the change.
Get there.
Tough play.
Yeah,
And makes the catch.
baby.
Laying out for out number 1.
Great job, man.
Into the hidden corner. Maya Am goes and makes the snag to retire Gilmore.
Hey, trust it, kid, right here.
Now Mackenzie Ball. First pitch. High for ball 1. Interviday hitting 257 with 9 RBI. Couple doubles, 9 walks. In the series, 2 for 3. Earlier today, 0 for 2 with a walk against the Slice. Quickly ahead though, 2-0 against Lindsley. When really whipping left to right here at Lakewood Ranch. Ball gets on top of that one, out to left, and making the catch is Fava. Round number 2. So with 2 outs, 6-hole hitter Kayla Poston will step in. Poston through last night, hitting 237 this summer. Takes strike 1. In the series, 1 for 2.
Come on, Matt. Come on, work it. Work it, babe.
See, wind blows. I feel something precipitation-wise. Poston pops it up. Running in is Hawthorne, and that'll do it. As, yes, some droplets starting to fall from the sky. We're through 2. 1-0 impact over the Pioneers. We move our way to the top of the third, 9-10-1. 2 up for the impact. They lead it 1-0 after a bunt by Casey Fava in the first, was thrown away on an error. An error out and right. Honestly, not totally sure what happened. I think it was just misplayed off the fence by Ball. Allowed Fava to get all the way to third. RBI ground out, got her to score, and right now that's the difference. Here is Mackenzie Ryan, junior from North Dakota and Las Vegas, Nevada. That one right up the middle for a base hit. Up to Woods, who also misplayed it for a second. That's a leadoff single for Ryan to get things going here in the top of the third. A stray droplet of rain here and there, nothing crazy. I can see in the distance what looks like a pretty healthy shower. I think we might be getting the sputtering tail end of that. First pitch found back by Hannah Perez, sophomore from Warner out of Riverview, Florida. Enter of the day, 3 of 34 on the summer, an 0.88 average. Earlier today, that was 1 for 2. Lays down a bunt. Howell's got it to first in time. But the sac bunt does move Ryan to second and in scoring position for the top of the impact order. Fava, right now the only person to cross home plate, reached on an error in the first. And now time called. The wind is blowing the rain right into my face and on the boards. That's always fun. First pitch to Fava, shows bunt. Going is Ryan, she takes third. Defense was drawn in by Fava showing bunt. I believe it was a ball call. And now a real chance. The 1-0. Hit foul, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Time call. They will do a dusting of home plate. Fava standing in. 2-1 count. Just got a piece. Mackenzie Ryan over at third. 1 down here in the top of the third. 1-0 impact. Looking for more. Great chance. We're at the top of the order, stepping in right now. That's in play. Over to short. Poston will throw home. And they got Ryan on the force. Nicely done by Kayla Poston. Ryan took off, and she's retired. 2 down here in the top of the third. Now Madeline Bejarano. RBI ground out in the first. Outside for ball 1. 2-game series, Bejarano enters 3 of 9 with 2 RBI. Howell trying to get through this 3rd inning. That one low, 2-1. Bejarano lifts it out to center, dropping quickly just out of the reach of Woods. Fava takes 3rd, and Bejarano slides into 2nd. That's a double. As Woods gave a great effort to try and get there, but just missed the glove. And now 2 in scoring position for the Impact with 2 down. Keep in mind, folks, Paris Woods out in center has been battling a quad issue pretty much since the season started, so not totally at full speed. If she is, that's probably an out. Instead, 2nd and 3rd from I.M. First pitch low. Am flew out to center back in the 1st inning. One out. Am has had good production when these 2 teams have battled. Now 3 of 10 with an RBI. Off of Howell. That'll score a run on the base hit, and Howell feeling that one as time is called. A run does score to make it 2-0 Impact, and Howell will go on a walk after that one just hit right in the left thigh. Got a smile on her face. Looks like she's okay. Talking with head coach Erica Beach, who will watch her throw a pitch just to make sure everything's fine. Wants one more just to be sure. Everything's set. We're good to go. As Howell gives the okay. Runners on the corners, still 2 outs. Jensen Howell stepping in. Her team now up 2-0 here in the 3rd. First pitch into the face mask of ball. Race for the plate. And, excuse me, the catcher Doyle tags out Bejarano. Bejarano took a risk and came running. That ball didn't get too far away. And the race won by the Pioneers catcher, but another run up for the Impact. Headed to the bottom of the 3rd, 2-0 Pioneers. See if they can wake up offensively. Off to the bottom of the third we go. 7-8-9 due up for the Pioneers, now trailing at 2-0. Petty, Doyle, and Skylar Ball. Remember, after this, we've got another game here at Field 1, Slice and Squeeze. Third time those teams have battled. Other field,
Here you go. Give me some. I got left hanging.
we'll have a game
Thank you, dear.
going as well, as I double-check to make sure I don't give the wrong one. And that'll be Lynx and Fast Pitch U over on Field 2. Here's Jordan Petty. They call her Hulk, and she puts a charge in it, but not enough over to override us. One pitch, one out.
Hey, more break. That was good.
Now Olivia Doyle. On the summer, 1 for 17. Takes strike one. However, that one was against the Impact. 1 of 6 in this series. Change in there for strike 2. Olivia Doyle, sophomore out of Indiana Tech from Elgin, Illinois. Sees that one low, 2-2. Over on the other field now, top of the third, still 6-0 Mocs over Fast Pitch U. Mocs have now won 12 in a row, looking for lucky 13. Doyle hits that one well, but foul. Oh, I beg your pardon. It's now 10-0 River Mocs after a RBI single and then a 3-run homer by Mac Leonard. Took a second for the game changer to update. So that's not ideal for Fast Pitch U. Mocs flexing their muscles. The top of the third over on the other field. 2-2 to Doyle, misses. Full count.
Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Payoff from Lindsley. Low, that's a walk. And Doyle is aboard via the walk for the second time this summer. Bottom of the order trying to conjure up something for the Pioneers. Skylar Ball. Junior from Southern Utah out of Las Vegas. See strike one. Ball entered per day, 167 on the summer, 5 of 30 with 2 RBI and a double. 5 walks. Big cut there. 0-2. In the series, 0 for 5. Earlier today, though, 1 for 3 against the Slice. One, two from Lindsley. Got her looking. Running away. Lindsley's first strikeout of the day, 2 away. And Cameo Pursuti will try and keep things going. Incoming freshman going to play at FAU out of Fort Pierce, Florida. Frankly, not sure where that one missed. 1-0. Pursuti entered the day on the summer, hitting 184, 7 of 38 with 2 RBI, including an RBI walk against the Lynx last night.
Good, Maddie. Hey.
Hooked foul. Here in the bottom of the third, Olivia Doyle over at first after the walk. Her team trailing the Impact 2-0. In what is a very important game standings-wise.
Maddie, good job.
Pursuti hits it hard.
Hey,
Down goes some kind of equipment.
that was good.
It's not ours. I think we're okay. It is ours, but it's not important for this current situation. Oh well, everything's fine. 1-2 count to Pursuti. That's in play. Over to Hawthorne, throw to first on a rope in time.
Good job, baby.
And that'll do it. Through 3. Madeline Lindsley pitching to Jim right now. Her team up 2-0. They'll try and add some more as we head to the 4th.
No, they're not trying.
Heading to the top of the 4th, 4-5-6. Due up for the Impact, Hal Ackerman. Overitis against Kayla Howell, who has given up 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 of those earned. She has not given up a free pass as per usual. She's struck out 1. And Jensen Howell, who was at the plate when Bejarano was beaten in the race to home by Olivia Doyle. She'll step back in here in the 4th inning. As the plane passes overhead, skies have gotten brighter. That dark, scary cloud is gone way off to our right. Now it's just white, puffy ones up against the perfect blue sky here at Lakewood Ranch. First pitch to Jensen Howell is hit up into that blue sky. Woods has it. No, she doesn't. Pursuti does, and she makes the catch
Hey, good talk out there, good talk.
for out number 1. Now Megan Ackerman popped out in the 2nd. Very cool breeze just blew through. First pitch in for a strike. Holds off on the high stuff. It says here at Lakewood Ranch it is 90, feels like 104. We're in the shade, so it doesn't feel like that. I think the wind's a little more than 13 miles per hour that it's saying as well.
I like them lookers.
Balls, 1 strike.
Nice pitch by Howell, 2-2. Two to Ackerman. Got a piece. Foul. End of the dirt. Two to Ackerman. Over to second, Prom. Nicely done. 2 gone. But now Morgan Overitis, who had the first base hit of the ball game. Single back in the second. First pitch ball. Now in the series, Overitis 5 of 7. Kind of crazy when you think that she's 5 of 7 with 7 hits all summer. Foul back. Two one, back up the middle, and Overitis continues to swing a hot bat against the Pioneers. She's aboard with the 2-out single. Now Emma Hawthorne will try and keep it going. Out of Hallsville, Texas, Northwestern State product. Had a good chat with Emma earlier today about one of her coaches, a legendary Alabama utility player, could pitch, could hit for power, and had a big-time World Series back in 2012. Of course, I'm talking about Amanda Locke. And the home run against Arizona State that helped Alabama advance in OKC. Now she's with the Demons, helping Howell and Hawthorne along in their collegiate careers. That one hit foul by Hawthorne, 1-2. Hawthorne entered this Saturday hitting .289. Time called for a home plate brushing. 1-2 count to Hawthorne. Overitis at first. Impact up 2-0. High, there goes Overitis. The throw is not in time. Just got under the tag. Did Overitis. I actually think that's the correct call, despite what my tone may have conveyed. But it appeared as the throw was getting there that Overitis would be dead to rights. Just a really good slide into second. Now she's in scoring position. 2-2 to Hawthorne. That gets away. She'll get even closer as Overitis heads for third. Humidity starting to go up a bit as we get past 1 o'clock Eastern. Pitch to Hawthorne, heading out of play. Howell, the pitch, well hit by Hawthorne. Out to left. And with 2 outs, Emma Hawthorne sends it out. And the impact strikes again. First home run of the summer for Emma Hawthorne, and it's 4-0 here in the top of the 4th. Howell would have been living upstairs. Hawthorne just sized it up and hammered it out to left. Now Taylor Filla. Up the chute. And Doyle's got it. For out number 3, but a 2-run homer by Emma Hawthorne gives the Impact a couple more runs. 4-0. Pioneers now really need the offense to step up as we head to the bottom of the 4th here at Field 1 in Lakewood Ranch. To the bottom of the 4th, top of the order, due up for the Pioneers, but last time they came to the plate it was scoreless. Now it's 4-0 Impact after the Emma Hawthorne 2-run homer in the top half of this inning. Paris Woods, Piero Prom going against Madeline Lindsley, who so far has just given up a walk. That's the only base runner we've seen for the Pioneers.
Thank you very much. Let's go, Paris.
Erica Beach
Do a little jinx for me.
is shouting at me.
Oh,
There is something I can do to jinx things, but that would be just rude if I said that. I'm thinking it though. Paris Woods at the plate. First pitch right back to Lindsley. And Woods, again, still hobbled. Can't run it out. 1 down. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Over on the other field. My gracious. Give you an update in a second. Megan Piero takes first pitch ball. Piero 0 for 1, ground out in the first. I've actually got a good story about what's happening on the other field. Still 10-0 River Mocs over Fast Pitch U, top of the 4th. As Piero hits it out to right, and that breaks up the no-hitter. She's aboard here in the bottom of the 4th. As I think my thinking it helped out Erica Beach there. But Piero's on with 1 out. Pioneers look to answer. First pitch to Grace Prom is a strike. Prom hit a ground out in the first, 0 for 1. So on the other field, 10-0 River Mocs, top of the 4th, 2 on, 1 out. Sarah Handerhan, the pitcher at the plate, and actually about 30 minutes ago, we were discussing her time at Nebraska Kearney. She said she's had 4 career at-bats. She texted Michaela Transu last night, said, hey, am I ever going to get an AB? And now here she is getting her chance. Over on the other field against Fast Pitch U. As Prom puts a little bit into that one, drifting out to right. There's Ryan for the second out. Now Taylor Gilmore. Long at bat in the second, but a nice catch by Maya Am in foul ground. Sat her down. Takes first pitch strike. That is well hit. Drifting towards the fence. It'll get all the way there. Piero thought about coming home. Wisely stayed at third, but that's a double for Gilmore. And that puts two in scoring position here in the fourth.
Hey, great throw. Blue, time.
Time called. As Perez goes and chats with Lindsley, and a real chance for Mackenzie Ball here. Ball is 0 for 1, flew out to left in the second. First pitch outside for ball one. 4-0 Impact. Pioneers trying to answer here in the bottom of the fourth. That just missed being that answer. It also just missed Megan Piero. But she seems okay, more scared than anything. 1-1. Can the Pioneers get the big hit? They got it last night. But they couldn't get it down the stretch of the game against the Slice earlier today. Two-1 to Ball. Turns on it foul. Nicely done by Erica Beach this time, limboing out of the way. Erica Beach in third base coaching box, former head coach at New Mexico from 11 to 17 after being an assistant at Ohio State. Of course, All-American career at Arizona State for the Sun Devils. 2-2 to Ball. Waits on the change, out to left, right to Casey Fava, who makes a catch for out number 3. Two stranded in scoring position, but the Pioneers starting to get there offensively. We're through 4. 4-0 Impact, as Pioneers will try and keep that offense quiet in the top of the fifth. To the top of the fifth, 9-10-1. due up for the impact, leading at 4-0. Facing Kayla Howell in the circle, who's given up 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. Still no walk, still the 1 strikeout. Kinsey Ryan singled in the 3rd, her only appearance so far, and she takes the first pitch high for ball 1. Ahead 2-0. That one well hit out to right, drifting back and making a nice catch is Ball for out number 1. Now Hannah Perez, sack bunt in the 3rd. No official at bat so far today. Takes it inside for ball 1. Over to second, Prom. In time. But back to the top of the order.
Here we go, Casey.
Fava reached on an error in the 1st, fielder's choice in the 3rd. She's 0 for 2, but has scored twice. One over from Howell, bunted again. Piero this time, a more direct approach, and that'll do it. As she cut off the pitcher Howell and fired to first in time. Very quickly, that was 7 pitches for Kayla Howell, and we head to the bottom of the 5th. 4-0 impact. Pioneers will try and turn it up. See if they can get to Madeline Lindsley and put something on the board. Remember, folks, we would love to hear from you wherever you're watching, listening. Some folks might be driving and have it on. Plenty of ways that you can watch YouTube, Facebook, all that jazz. But either way, comment and say hello. You can tweet me at Gray, Gray_Robertson. Nathan Ball has asked a question. He asks, are you a catcher's mask on or off during a pop-up behind home plate person? It's an interesting thing. I think it depends on when you find the ball. I think your first move should be finding the ball in the air instead of trying to take the mask off and then find the ball. If you're going to take the mask off, make sure you know you've got a chance to make the catch. Don't want to give yourself something else to do before you can secure the out. That's my take on it. Either way, whatever works for you. But just make sure you know where the ball is before you do anything. I should note, never played catcher in my young baseball days. It was more along the lines of a DP or DH, frankly, because I'm 6'5" and quite a sturdy human being.
Beware, sheet is crossing the field.
But either way, that's my opinion on it. I don't think there's any wrong answer there. It depends on what you're comfortable with as a catcher. here in the bottom of the fifth, 6-7-8 for the Pioneers, trailing at 4-0. Poston takes first pitch strike. Poston popped out in the second, 0 for 1 on the afternoon. And remember, coming up after this, another meeting between the Squeeze and the Slice. Slice are here, Squeeze are warming up in the cages, I believe. Poston hits it foul off the top of the dugout, 0-2. Two from Lindsley. Poston just sticks the bat out, and on the run, Howell makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Petty, sophomore out of Barry from Palmetto, Florida. First pitch line out, back in the third. Sees it in the dirt, 1-0. In there for a called strike on Petty, 1-1. Over on the other field, we're getting closer to the first ever no-no in FGCL history. Maddie Davis took a no-hitter into the bottom of the fourth with their team up 10-0, but as per usual, ruined by a Gator. Sarah Longley, the lone base hit for fast pitch U. Still though, 10-0 there in the top of the fifth, so Mayaca City on their way to another win, looking for 13 in a row. 2-2 to Petty. That one right back up the middle. And Hulk is aboard with a 1-out single here in the bottom of the fifth. Here's Olivia Doyle. She walked back in the third. That one over to second. Overitis can turn two. Gets the lead runner over to first in time for the double play. The 4-6-3 shuts things down here in the fifth through 5. Impact still up 4-0. Go back to work on the offensive end against Howell with that 4-run lead headed to the top of the sixth. To the top of the sixth, 2-3-4 due up for the impact. Bejarano, Am, Howell. Four nothing. Impact. They got 1 run in the first, 1 run in the third, 2 in the fourth. facing Kayla Howell, who so far has given up 6 hits. Those 4 runs I mentioned, 3 of them have been earned. Still no walk, still just the 1 strikeout. Interberde with a 2-2 record on the summer. And the Pioneers, after getting great momentum with a win last night against the Lynx, really in danger of losing it on this Saturday after the early 5-3 loss to the Slice. Now very much in danger here against the Impact. Bejarano, first pitch, in there for strike 1. Bejarano doubled in the 3rd. That's not where she had her RBI, though. RBI ground out in the 1st. Gets a piece of it. 0-2. Bejarano fouls it off. Remains 1-2. It's final on the other field, a 10-0 run rule in 5 for the River Mocs over fast pitch use. So I'll update the standings. Maddie Davis, a 1-hit shutout with 4 strikeouts. I think she struck out the side in the 5th. Yeah, she did. Bejarano up in the air. That will drop in fair territory. That's a double for Bejarano. I'm hearing the Pioneers people upset that it was called fair. I saw chalk pop up, so that is it's a fair ball if it hits the chalk. This isn't any of those other sports where the line is out of bounds, like football or basketball or the like. It was most definitely fair. And Bejarano is on with her 2nd double of the day. 1-0 to Maya M is high, 2-0. I will say, though, the one thing I didn't enjoy about that entire exchange, Pioneers fan was pointing out, thinking it was foul, saying that was a bad call, and the umpire responded to him, which is rarely a good thing. Either way, though, RBI chance for the Impact. Maya M, 1 for 2, had an RBI single in the 3rd. Right in there. Going to 3rd is Bejarano. The ball got away, and she slides in safely. Two-one count now to Am. As things keep on happening here at the top of the 6th. 2-1 to Am. Big cut, 2-2. Remember, coming up next on this field, it's Slice and Squeeze. On the other field, Lynx and Fast Pitch U. They can get that game going way early if the Lynx are here. It was supposed to start at 2. It's 1:30. That field's clear. What a time to be alive. Here we're in the top of the 6th, 4-0 Impact. RBI chance for Maya Am with nobody out and a runner at 3rd. Payoff from Howell. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the day for Kayla Howell. 1 down. Jensen Howell, 0 for 2 day for her. Strikeout in the first, fly out in the fourth. She got under it. If she did something like that, though, might score a run. So your updated standings as they stand right this second, Mocs 17-1 this summer. They've not lost since week 2. So that one is high. Second place Squeeze at 11-4. Third place the Slice after the win earlier today. They're at 9-8. Fourth place the Lynx at 6-10. Fifth Impact 6-11. Sixth Pioneers 6-12. Fast Pitch U down at the bottom 4-13. FPU has now given up 20 runs in the 7th inning this summer. Rivermocs didn't even give them a chance to get to the 7th in that game earlier today, but FPU can get a pretty big win against the Lynx if they can flush it all away. Use a short memory, make a nice comeback. That's ball 4 to Howell, and she's aboard. Runners on the corners now with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Meeting in the circle for the Pioneers. Ackerman is 0 for 2. Pop out in the second, ground out in the fourth. And if you're Kayla Howell, you need to get this out because Overitis is on deck. She's 2 for 2, and then behind her is Emma Hawthorne, who had the home run. So we're getting to the part of the impact order that's done the most damage, at least in terms of consistency. Ackerman shows bunt, fouls it off. One to Ackerman in there for strike 2. Now and then on the hands over to Poston. She runs in, makes the catch for the second out. Came up ready to throw. Wisely did not. But we'll see if Kayla Howell Howell, I should say, can retire Morgan Overitis for the first time today. Overitis has singled a couple times. Scored in the fourth. Overitis, the sophomore, spent 2 years at Michigan, now heading to Virginia Tech. Howell will take second. No reason to throw down for Perez, or excuse me, for Doyle. Don't want to get in a situation where an error allows another run to score. One to Overitis. That is well hit for another single. Bejarano comes in to score. Overitis will take second on the throw. And that makes it 5-0. Impact here in the top of the 6th. Three for 3 day from Morgan Overitis. She ended her day with 6 hits all summer, combined with 2 teams, but here she is, red hot at the plate. It's Kayla Howell. Speaking of red hot, Emma Hawthorne, 1 for 2, but a 2-run homer in the 4th. And with 2 outs, if Hawthorne were to park one, we would get into run rule territory. Instead, she'll send it out to center. Gets away from Paris Woods. Here comes the second run. Howell and Overitis both score on the RBI single. 2 RBI single for Emma Hawthorne. It's 7-0 Impact. Hawthorne with 4 ribbies today. And the Impact starting to bust it open here at the top of the 6th. Taylor Phillip, 0 for 2. Takes it up in the zone for a strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Hawthorne over at first. Phila rips it. That gets past the left fielder, Prasuti. Hawthorne at third, going home. And Phila will step in safely at third for the triple. An RBI triple from Taylor Phila to make it 8-0 Impact here in the top of the 6th. 4 runs in this inning, and out comes Erica Beach. As now the run rule watch officially in effect. Kayla Howell has just lost it a bit here in the 6th. In this inning, 4 hits for the Impact, a double, a strikeout, a walk put runners on the corners after Bejarano stole third in the previous at-bat. A pop-out, looked like Howell was going to get out of it, but then an RBI single by Overitis, a 2 RBI single, very long single by Emma Hawthorne, and then an RBI triple by Taylor Phillip. It's made it 8-0. Now Mackenzie Ryan, 1 for 2, singled in the 3rd, flew out in the 5th. Low for ball 1.
Go, baby. Let's go, Ken. Right here, baby. Right here.
1-0 to Ryan.
Good, hey, good cut.
Fouled back. So Phyllis stands over at third. 8-0 Impact. Collegiate run rules do apply, so Pioneers will have a chance to answer. They'll have to score at least 1 run to keep the game going. If they can't put anything on the board, the game's over in 6. I don't think we've had a run rule in 6 innings. We've seen 5, but I don't think we've had 1 through 6. My memory serves here in the first year of the FGCL. I'd have to go back and look, but nothing sticks out. Popped up. Prom is there. She makes the easy catch to retire the side, but a big inning for the Impact. 4 runs. An RBI single by Loveritis, an RBI triple by Phila, and a 2 RBI single by Hawthorne. Not in that order, but either way, it's 4 runs in the 6th for the Impact. 8-0 Pioneers have to score or the game's over as we head to the bottom of the 6th here at Lakewood Ranch. New pitcher in for the Impact. It is Caitlin King, righty freshman out of Elon from Parkland, Florida, sister of the legendary Megan King out of Florida State. And Caitlin King has been missing in action the last couple weeks just because had a couple issues here and there that didn't allow her to play, but she's better. She's back. She's getting her first appearance in the circle since leaving, and that one gets right under Hawthorne. That'll be an E5. I won't be nice about that one. Hawthorne should have corralled it, and Skylar Ball's aboard, the leadoff base runner. King on the season, a 6.56 ERA. She's gone 16 innings, 28 hits, 20 runs, 15 earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. She has seen the Pioneers before. Went 6 innings, gave up 8 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, walked 2. Walked none, struck out 2. Cameo Pursuti is 0 for 1 today. 8-0 Impact here in the bottom of the 6th. Pioneers have to score a run to keep the game going. Pursuti lays down a nice bunt. Throw to first is low, but in time. Good job by Perez, moving the runner into scoring position for the top of the order. Paris Woods, 0 for 2 day for her. Strangely quiet. First pitch is fouled off. King's got a lot in the arsenal. Drop change, good pace. Has the look of her sister, but not nearly as many tools as Megan had in the circle when she won a national championship at Florida State. That one is well hit out to center. Caught up in the wind, and making the catch is Bejarano. Ball will tag up and slide in. Wow. Oh, no. Are they saying she left early? She left early? That's it. The game is over on a leaving early call. Just how we drew it up when we were figuring out how we wanted this game to go. Final score, 8-0 Impact. Pioneers drop to 6-13 on the summer. Impact advanced to 7-11 and 4-0 against the Pioneers this summer. I'm sorry, I can't believe the game just ended on a leaving early call on a tag up. That's insane. So it's over. Game 1 of our doubleheader coverage is done here at Field 1. Game 2 will be starting possibly on time, but hopefully not because we'll need more than 13 minutes. That'll be Slice and Squeeze, capping off Week 4 here at Lakewood Ranch. For the entire Stream Live Tampa crew, I'm Gray Robertson. Again, final score in 6 innings, Impact 8, Pioneers nothing. Slice and squeeze coming up next. We'll see you in a bit.